Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is LaroTayoGaming, and welcome to another heart-wrenching game that I will be playing just a little while, which is of course, oh dear, we are playing the beginner's guide, chat. So beginner's guide is somewhat a good game from the Stanley Parable series. Like Stanley Parable is one of the most popular games. One of the most popular games of all time. And syempre yung yung parang the best thing na masasabi ko sa Stanley Parable is like it is like a funny yet enticing to the audience. Kasi talagang hindi talaga siya pangkaraniwan. Like I actually played the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe like nung last time lang. So yeah, it is a fun game. I wanna test that. It is a fun game. So etong beginner's guide is a quote-unquote beginner friendly tutorial to Stanley Parable, I guess. But ang sabi sa mga reviews is to spoiler free is to prepare those tissues. I don't know what tissue are they want to expect on me, but we are playing this beginner's guide just to make some tawag dito, ang sa trailer kasi kapag napanood ko yung trailer is nasa nasa parang isa kang sitwasyon na you have coda in your hands. You have coda in parang we have a simple developer which is named Coda, and Coda is I think his quote unquote mentor, I think, but I am not sure what would I expect on this game, but I hope it is huge. I hope it will be a good as a Stanley Parable game, but sabi daw nila prepare your tissues. So is the is yeah medyo yeah, it is good. Okay, here we go. Please make sure audio is on. Yeah, of course it is on. Like
Hi there.
controls, WAS.
Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Oh.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just
it's a level for
Coda
CS.
learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games.
Wait lang. I will turn off the clock just a little bit. Yan, here we go. Tuloy tayo.
I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Oh.
So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
November 2008. Pwede mo, I will share screen para ma...
No. Nasa ano mo ko? Nasa stream.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is November 2008, and it is a good game. So, by Coda. So, this is from the 3D elements, like from Hammer Editor. Hello. Never mind. Hello, Ellie. Welcome to this. Yeah. Whisper machine status. Oh, wait, what? Okay, we are now on a
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay. Okay, bawal tayo dito. Dito tayo. Evacuate immediately. So we
You
need
can click to fire the gun.
Of course, you will click it.
Hostile alien life form inbound.
Where the hell is the...
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Wala ka ng reload?
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized.
So basically kapag nag-shoot ka ng gun, nakita mo yung nasa gitna yung shoot. So it is not a purely polished game na makikita mo talaga sa... Oh no, this is a maze.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Well, nakalabas na ako eh.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay. So we are on the engine room now.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Yeah. Of course I can. So, wee! And he did.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh. So, what happened? Okay. Wait. What? Why we are now clipping? Why we are now clipping in the...
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Oh, so basically this is the game. Okay, the past was behind. Okay, where we are here. Where we are here. Okay, now
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Wait. What? So you can only just walk backwards, per se.
So it's a
The
short
future
and
could
relatively
not be
minimalist
seen.
experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
When she stops and looks, it becomes clear. But the future is always behind her. How will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Wait, that's it? Where we are? Where we are now? We're now entering...
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Wait, that's it? Wait, that's it?
Oftentimes,
Nonsense
Coda
in
would put
every
bizarre
level.
titles like this one at the start of his games.
So this is basically a compilation of Coda. Okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know, right? What are you gonna do? Wait. Why?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
Bro, this is like a
Well, to
Sisyphus
show you,
simulator.
I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay, I will click enter. So, here we go. Why we are here? Stand on X staring bare for 3 hours. Your shop. Huh? What is this? What is this? Press U to surrender.
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
There's a lot of game ideas.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that.
The queen.
It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Game filled with chairs except for... That's it? Yeah, that's it. Ready, set, fish. So this is basically a compilation of all Coda's hard work. So we are here in teleport.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle.
Okay,
Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Hey, what? Where would I solve the puzzle? Where would I solve the puzzle? I can click it. Is there a puzzle in here? Like, what would I do? That's it? Wait. What would I do? Like, there a... Is there any button here?
Maybe you need to enter quickly. Pag ano, pag
Kasi kapag, wala dito eh, wala dito. There.
Hindi kaya.
Like couple. Gosh, shit. See? Ano mas? Couple. Tama click as in. Is there... Saan to? They're stuck. They're stuck at this point. Like,
Alright, let me just walk you through it. You're gonna hit the switch on the outside to open the door, then hit the same switch and walk through the door before it closes.
wait lang yun.
You'll see a second switch on the inside, which will open the second door.
A second switch on the inside. Meron ba dito?
Wala akong makita eh.
After you second switch on the inside, second door. Tama na. Yan dito. Ay naku, ito lang pala.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
Ito lang pala. As in, bigla pa talaga akong nag-stuck sa level na yun. As in, we are here.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Wait, whoa. What? Where would I go?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either
Yeah,
way,
I know,
I
right?
think that the
Ang
point is
laki
the
nyo.
same. Is that most of the time, you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
Yeah.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
That's it? That's it? So, we are back again on this level. We are now exiting.
Aha! So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Okay. So basically this is a compilation of all of our work. The great and loveliness. We are in a house.
let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Yeah.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
So
the tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Where would I go? We're going down. We are still going down. And it is actually a fascinating. You know, it is hard to make a game out of Source engine. You know? So we are here going down on a corridor. And we are in some sort of gate.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour.
So basically you are just in the prison.
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that. This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else.
Wow.
Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
So like playable games, like, you know, like really playable, and it's like a prison.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Hello Juju, welcome to this.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
By the way, Juju, we are live. So we are live. It is. Wait. Listen. What the hell is this? You
Here,
dare.
Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Okay, so you there? Did you come up from above? What's up? What's what up there? Here it is. Yes, there was floating colored blocks. And that was the word above. You've been there. Hello, Juju. We are live, by the way. Juju.
Yes, I know.
There was a word above. You have been there. That was important. Did you have to get through the puzzle with 2 switches? prefer not to tell you after all. We only just... Okay? Yes, I did. That's literally the last thing. Again, perfect. Now, please tell us how you solved. Tell us. I don't want to how to solve it. Mystic 100, but so important that we get. It take harder. Then there must be something more. Tell us how to reach it. Wait, what? Hello, ano? Hello, Sam. Wait lang. Ayusin ko lang yung ano. Lagyan natin sa taas. Yan, lagyan natin sa taas.
Hi, Sammy. Hello there.
Kasi may dialogue boxes na natatakpan nyo. No? Natatakpan nyo. Dialogue box. Here we go. Stay na lang ako dito. Baka makaingay ako. Okay lang yan. Okay lang. Mas maganda nga yun kasi para if you want to react on the ano, if you want to react on what would
Ito na ba ano na beginner's guide?
Ano yan? Ano,
Ito na ba yung the beginner's guide?
Yeah. We are on
my.
chapter 7 now. Yeah, chapter 7 down.
Oh, I see, I see.
Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had passed through? Yes. You want to know how to solve it? No, I've been right there. Suggest you go to see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit back in the blank space in the middle. What happens if I solved it? Why would I sink in the blank space? What happens if I solved it? Not sure, but I have any suspicion. What do you... What word? Hindi ko nabasa. That's it? And that's it. Okay? Okay.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay, we are still on prison. Wala ko ano. Okay, why we are in corner?
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Yeah, so basically... Hello there. Ito lang, so basically this, the game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Wait, what? What? Really? I see. What? Can I leave ito lang. So what happened in what happened in this level is basically every single lamppost, every single thing that basically Coda says, basically there's no end. So parang yun yung parang naging standpoint ng Stanley Parable, the first Stanley Parable na sabi na natin the end is never near. Palagay. I should not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but
How
this
do you beat
game is
this
not
game?
connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect,
Wait.
was she
So
trying to get his
basically-
attention? I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Wait, so basically you are in a quote-unquote mutual relationship with your what do you call this? With your quote-unquote friend, and I don't know what would you do in this situation, you know? How do you beat this game? Eh, bakit tissues? Malalaman mo, Purina, after this game. Okay? Malalaman mo after this game. Okay, no point to this.
So this is about a new
Whoa, holy shit.
the developer.
You guys hear me? Hello? Reasonable?
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
I'll tell you a secret. Once upon a time, I did find fun.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Caberno, you're not in a suffocate. There are too many messages in the area. Why? Hello, Lim Harry. Welcome to the stream. We are on the beginner's guide, so please grab some tissues. It will be hard. Not gonna lie. Sabi daw ng the beginner. Sabi daw sa mga reviews. Rather doing literally other playing. Yes. The guy over here wrote what's wrong. In a world full of notes, one man will be covered that this summer you will believe the blue speech bubbles stop. There's a lot of speech bubbles. What's this game about anyway? So basically, there's a developer called Coda, and this guy is basically compiling all of Coda's writing or Coda's game development stuff since 2009 to 2011, and it will and Coda says someone said it na Coda stop making games. We don't know why. But probably malalaman natin probably very soon. What the shit is discovered? Oh no. Boring. I can assure you, guarantee there's an acorn somewhere here. This place the sailors are looking for it. Hey guys, I'm just looking to someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. But as Wah! I need to go to the bathroom. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Someday I will meet the person who made this. Need other side door. Why you so? Big stain includes door. Cannot open door takes. Open sesame. So we cannot open the door for some reason. I don't know why. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. Why we have a painting in here? New room. You hear the chimes? They keep going, don't they? I would like very much to be this side. Okay. This side. Scared of writing something? Don't want to feel judged? It's not very crowded here. You can go in here, I think. Welcome, congratulations. I don't really know where to go with this. Shh, don't bother. A game when you need notes and summary, everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. Where's Dutch? Dutch is still somewhere. I don't know. Probably may ginagawa yun sa school. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop. Turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Take my hand. Let's jump together. Cabbage shapes our nation. What is this painting? Doesn't matter if you get over here. Very good game. Hey, don't talk to me that way. I think it's not going anywhere. Next time I will do better. I just need someone to talk to. Oh shit. Is this a note? Listen to the other notes. What? Plates pa rin ba siya? Probably. I'm not safe. What do you mean you're not safe? Train or learn, you cannot fall off. Okay? Yeah, you cannot fall off on this game. Ethical. I saw a person walking down there. Hi, Miss Ellie daw, sabi daw ni. Walking down there. Now it won't come back. Level Tower Star. Well done, all of you. Painting, what does this mean? Stop faking it. Art. This art. Whoever made this has issues. Yeah, probably. For all of you. This is about the game. This is pretentious. You all suck. Oh no. Level Tower Star. Stop pretending you are other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. We will all die someday. Not try to speak. Hey guys, how is this hanging? It's not how things look messy up close and far away. Cabbage shapes our nation. From up here, it just looks like dots. Yeah, there's a lot of like portrayal. Not gonna lie, portrayal on this. Maybe I'll feel real someday. He was himself the most horrible creature he could. Wait, is Koda is like on a depressive state? What? Koda is probably on a depressive state right now. Yeah. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. Must be a reason for it though. Terrible secret he kept it well. I beat the game. More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Koda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Oh! Get it now. Scared of writing something is what will feel good. Escape, need an escape. Cut it up and spread between worlds. Almost there. Seen everything. I traveled the world. I never told anyone. Wish there were notes in the real world. Oh my Ellie, ano to? Patuti is here. What the hell? What the hell is this? What the hell is this like? Someone in the spiraling now. Downward, keep
In
digging.
each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Close your eyes and wish for it really bad. Almost at the end. Oh, there's something here again. Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally an hour. What did I do? Help! Shit, how do you solve it? Developer answers, please? Does it make sense? The second door will open. Help!
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Yeah. Getting back to the start later. Guys, it's not so bad in here. No solution. No answer, I think. There's no second switch. And ako yata yung... Oh. There's one in here? Wait, there's one in here. Wait, there's one people... How do you leave notes? We have a lamppost. Why we have a lot of typewriters in here? What the hell is this? Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you talking so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Oh my god. Word stars die
Okay,
too.
this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
I think that level that chapter 8 portrays is like the depressive state, not gonna like the depressive state of Coda. Not yung masabi ko, the depressive state of Coda that is happening in his mind. You know, that like yung create yung level na yon because he created this level because they want to go on to basically say the heck out of the it is like a freedom wall. It's like a freedom wall of his thoughts, basically. And I think why we have a typewriter is I don't actually know. Okay, this game is titled Word Stars Die 2. Why we are on a well, I don't know. Why we are on a well, I don't know, chat. By the way, I will next week probably I will play my house.wad, a Doom game. Why we are on a well?
See, like, this is it, the whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay, version 2. LTG, if you do play my house, please let me join in at the same. Okay. What? Okay. What furniture ought to be the center of the... Sige, Juju. I will do my house next week. Okay. How about a TV with surround sound technology? A refrigerator. Put a giant hole in the ground. A TV with a surround sound. Where's the TV? Okay, now what around all the wall in the room? Let's put a huge picture of the horse. Where's the horse? Wait, what? I think we should light up this room a little bit. But by the way, only reason why I'm muted right now is because me and my mom are watching food stuff. Okay lang, Juju. Just you know, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. I think you should like a little bit a skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this up, baby. I'm taking a 10 by live Tesla coils. A soft LED lights. Yeah, a soft LED lights is much good. Yeah. Here we go. And a table. You need a table. Who are you? What exactly are doing this from? I'm pretty sure that none of my choices are making any differences. Yeah. I know, right? Why we are on a
there's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Bro, am I on IKEA? Bro, am I on IKEA right now?
Okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Okay. This guide will enable you to escape any prison. So, ibig sabihin yan, pwede ako mag-escape sa bilibid. Follow the instruction carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go to the photo frame and turn it slightly. Now, turn off turn the floor lamp at this room off and turn it back on. Sige lang, Lim. If you want to just lurk, go lang. Now, go to the left side sofa. Just click exclamation point lurk. Yan, if you want to lurk, chat. Lurks can actually improve our stream. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Now, go to the left side sofa. Move over the little. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. And the real prison is escape and now open. Return to the start and be taken back to their prison. What the hell? Why we are in here? Wait, what? Wait, what?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Wait.
Let me just blink you real quick.
Why we are on a skybox?
I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work.
I seen it.
And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on. But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop.
Why are you outside
that particular mechanism of defense against yourself.
Wait, why I can't go in here?
Spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay, why we are here now? Why we are here now in a really, really strange void. That. So basically, Coda starts to make some games and to make some really, really interesting games. Why I can't move? Hello? What is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? By the way, chat, if you want to see the dialogues,
and so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Yeah. So you're trapped in prison too, so yeah, I was in the escape tutorial. I was in reverse prison. That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I can get out eventually. What it's like to escape. Actually, I'm already forgetting what it is being in prison. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being completely still. I kind of miss being in the prison. Why was there anything about it felt good about? Being here sucks. But you go to your study about getting out the bodies of freedom? True. Maybe I only like things once I don't have them anymore. It wasn't comfortable. I knew its limits. I knew my place. So tayo. Is that good though? It is comfortable, but it is inhuman. I couldn't live this way. Ano yun, Juju? Ano yun? You don't need to. You just need to be patient. Having limits is more important than you probably realize. You'll see what I'm talking about when you've been there for a while longer. Yeah. Wait, if you're me, then you get a call for another version of you when you were trapped? Pizza time. Let's go. Let's go. Go ahead, Juju. No, I can't take I'm the first person to call back. Yeah. Come on, tayo. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is to be sincere. What? That will free me? How does that work? It will make sense. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need in order to figure out, in order to escape.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration,
okay lang,
just
Sam,
to be told
okay lang,
by
Sam.
someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
Just
Wouldn't that be nice?
Just manood ka lang, if you want to just chat, masasabi ko, just chat. Yeah. If you want to chat about what is your reaction about this?
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
So, yun lang. Okay, we are still in the door. We are in a...
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle.
Wala.
With the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space.
Ang mahirap sa Twitch, walang only Twitch eh. Not gonna lie.
Between.
Okay, we are in here and pinagsaraduhan. Oh. Well, my goodness! I'm glad as heck you all showed up. Though, I might be happy. Wait lang. I need to turn off the reactive for a little while. Chat. Wait lang. Yan. Though I might be having to clean this entire house all
You'll
by
notice
myself.
that the quality of the art is a step up
And
from
right
previous
miserable
games,
that would have
including
been.
this.
Okay, papatayin ko rin pati yung akin. Okay. Don't worry about me. A place this nice will be glad to stay here a night. And lousy hopes make home loser. Okay. Are we cleaning this whole place? Are we cleaning this whole place? It's a story, little one. Oh, don't you worry now. We'll be through this mess in no time. I promise you wish there was more. Why don't you finish up there in the meantime? Could you please clear the table? Yeah. Here we go. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Where's the bedroom? It's in here? Ayan. While you're here, why you straightening up the rug a bit? All the details matter. Saan yung rug? Dito rin sa bed? Dito nga. So basically, how do you end up doing this job? A friend dragged me along a time was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I never felt so good. We're doing something for money in our whole life. Neither did I cleaning our own home. It might have got some demons it ready to face yet. Oh, speak of demons, some of what discuss is a mess. Would you carve out and straighten the pillows? Do you hear? So basically, this is a story of a content creator. Okay, straighten the pillows. Oh dear, there's someone spilled the drink over the couch. Maybe mop that hours longer so you're there? Okay. I feel compelled to share incredibly shady personal insight. You okay with that?
Dami
Ano Ellie?
dami inutos, balibag ko to.
Wag naman gano, Ellie. Wag naman gano, Ellie. Yeah, I'll try to get by. Naman ganon, Ellie. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Hey, this dishes needs to be washed. Literal na ano. Ako lang to, chat. Yung nag-uutusan. Yeah, ayan. Last check at tub need a cleaning. How about to scrub it down? As best as I can. No need to be perfect. We all just human. Look, basically, mag-scrub na rin tayo ng bathtub. Are there still books scattered on the floor in the bedrooms? If you so, would you put them back of the shelf? Dito ba yun? No, hindi dito yun. Oh, in here. Yan. Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear the dishes of the day?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you. And eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Yeah, we are relatable. Not gonna lie, we are relatable. Like, never-ending chores. House cleaning is difficult. How do you do it? Darling, let me tell you something. The house is only difficult to clean as you are. If you're finding the work hard, maybe you bit of housekeeping to do before you come to work. Don't you... and here I go with another lecture across the wood.
Of all of his work, actually,
Don't
this
you
was
worry
the
that
only
all
one
the
he
nonsense
called
would just
me up to
look
ask
out
me to
rug
come
in the
over and
bedroom.
look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Wait, that's it? Wait, smooth up the rug with the bedroom again, chat. Ano na naman tayo? Inuutos na naman. The top, okay. Oh, ano na? Earlier when I said a really cheesy thought, I was going to say it occurs that me that the house is like a one soul. You take care of it and it takes to scare you. Heh. Don't know what it felt so weird about saying that. Kinakabahan ako baka si Koda is an Asian, chat. I get it. There's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Oh, anyway, what do you mean anyway? So, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, ayan na naman tayo. Here we go, chat. Maglilinis na naman tayo ng ano. Ayan, books. Oh goodness, those pillows on the couch are really...
I'm glad he found some peace.
Kasambahay, let's go.
Kasambahay gaming, indeed. Question. Do you enjoy
of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Wait, we're still here in the in the door area again, chat. That's it? Ah, dito pala. Baligtad. Doon tayo sa taas. Doon pala tayo sa taas. Mali pala ako. Ang ganda ng ng window niya, no? Literal na nagki-clip. Nagki-clip yung house niya eh. As in. That would be funny. So, are we... Oh, and there's again a lamppost.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right?
Again, a lamppost.
That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Architecture at its finest. Indeed, Juju.
Ang ganda rin ng
Items you
This
love
one
at
gets a bit
members only
goofy.
prices.
Ang ganda ng graphics. Okay.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better
Sana
job?
na rin bahay ko.
Kaya nga darken. Wait lang kasi hindi ko mapakita kasi may dialogue. Hindi ko mapakita yung mga reactive kasi may dialogue tayo. Was it to make your relationship more meaningful? No, you came here to become perfect. The workshop is going to teach you how to become perfect. I want your friends, your people alive. You talk and you think, wow, this person is better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about the way in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that may make you feel disgusted with yourself compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? It's intended to make you to that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how to do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is so easy.
About
It is so
halfway through
easy.
the game,
Being
the
perfect
perspective
is
shifts.
effortless. Wait, what the? What the? Wait. I'm going on. Go lang, dark.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. And also you can move around the classroom now.
Why we are in the black hole at the first place? What the hell? This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? Well, let me tell you right now. It is effortless, then it's not the right answer. If you're torturing yourself to find the right solution for your life, you're doing it right. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest simple platform? There is no truth, there is no path. Do what is easiest. Feel what is true. Nothing. No one.
I felt pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have.
Yeah, I know.
To assume that some other person is
Pero
perfect
why we are in the black
and
hole?
totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
But Gala, is this a remaster for or this is the beginner's guide? Pero probably it is a remaster. Why we
This
are on
one
the
took a
stage?
lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Okay, what? Alright, the performance is beginning! Places, please! In this scene, you'll be playing as me. We are gathering of professionals. First, you start off leaning against the wall. Oh, what now? Oh, dito pala. Oh, lean against the wall. Yeah, chat. Lean against the wall. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room is the chair, a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her. To gain something to succeed. Go on. Say something to her. Hello? Hello? That's it? That is not a conversation. You actually need to converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. I like you. No. That's what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just one moment I was confident. Maybe it's the time you need a better feel of this setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. Those cones that bounce, will you touch them representatively to the people nearby? Now talk to her again. You must work really hard, okay? You're messing up all again! You pick out the conversation, it gets personal that quickly. Do you not realize it important as for me? I'll never get out or any opportunities like this. Want to try something. Try stepping back for the stage. Okay, what the hell? Really? Saan tayo sa lamppost? Saan tayo pupunta? Okay. What? Ba't tayo kinulong? Ba't tayo kinulong? Ba't tayo kinulong?
May hahabol ata.
What the hell happened now? Ano, dito tayo pupunta talaga as in? Well, here we go, chat. Okay, yes! Now this is working!
The game
This is
ends
what
with
feels
this
like.
eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life.
Oh.
The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
Shit.
Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Yeah, I know, right?
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
So basically, the game that we are playing is about the social anxiety, the depression, the mental health that is basically tolling on Koda's games, right? So yeah, it is definitely not good. Mobius strip to keep you must keep your eyes closed. Stick to begin the game. Okay, I will keep my eyes closed. Oh, what Sabi, what? Why did I go blind? I can't see. Am I going to crash? I can see something. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? What? Oh, wait, what? What's going on?
You should
What's going
probably
on?
open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Please, tell me how to solve this. I am blind. Okay, we are still hitting. What the hell? I can't see anything. Andito na ba tayo? Please, tell me how to solve this. The only thing to stop is this. My work is always fun. Wait, we are still hitting this. Oh my god. What's going on? Dude, the only way to stop this is I can't keep making these. Oh. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. Oh shit. It's draining me.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from?
Oh,
but
no.
then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Koda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
6 months. Oh my god. So basically, Koda is telling a really bad situation right now. Oh my god. Hello? Where am I? What? Hello? Wait, why we are in a island? Hello, is anyone there? Hey, where? Is that a person? How lovely! It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. Okay. Oh no! What happened? Did something change? There's a machine that kept me going. I'm trying to find this engine to protect me. It started again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. I need to see it to know what it stopped.
If the last game featured Koda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now,
Yeah,
put
I
yourself
know.
in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet,
Yeah.
still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Oh shit. So basically, all of it is for, you know, all of it is just to help deal with these kinds of problems. We know that the anxiety, depression of Coda is like kicking in during those games. During those games. Come along, I'll show it to you. No, I am not gonna...
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was.
Oh no, not
he was
again.
in his
Here we
own
go
little
again with
bubble,
this shot.
just sitting at his computer all
What do
day,
you
not
think?
really showing these games to anyone,
Hey, I
not releasing them
recognize
onto
this.
the internet. And so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
First, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Close the door. And there's a switch inside. That was
You
so
can't
simple.
talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing
Yeah.
both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation.
Oh shit.
If all of your anxieties are
Complete
being
edit.
channeled into
Hello, is
your
anyone
work, then if the
here?
work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Yeah. I need to see it, no wireless stuff here. Recognize this deal. I tried to find this engine used to protect me, to start it again. Kung naririnig nyo, may umiiyak. Naririnig nyo in the background, may umiiyak. Naririnig nyo sa background, may umiiyak. Yeah. There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and you love it 100% all the time. Wait lang, chat. Alright, making games is effortless. What the hell? This feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying the creation is easy. When I make games, I feel energized. Yeah, hello Ellie.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Wait lang chat. Kasi, wow. Yung, ano niya. Okay, hear me out of the narrator. Ano yun? Yung, go lang. Yung nangyari sa kanya is basically, you know, from normal games, nag-stop sa prison games, and then napunta sa levels of ang hirap. Napunta sa levels of like Yung mga, yun nakita natin kanina na real life scenarios, and then napunta dito on despair level. Yeah. Napunta dito sa despair level. So basically, I think Coda is having like some sort of mental health issue right now. So, you know, ang sinasabi niya dito, pinoportray na dito is basically, kaya ko to. Madali lang tong development, which is not. Even AI games is so shit. You know? Game development is not easy. Engine picking is not easy as you may think. So game development is definitely not really easy. Yeah, totoo. And akala mo lang like kahit na you're on Roblox, you're on Godot, you're on Unity, you're on Unreal, like there's a lot of learning curve to have. There's a lot of learning curve to learn. Hello Salamander, medyo papunta na tayo sa deep levels of this game. So medyo medyo seriousness mo tayo. So not gonna lie, napipil ko yung ni Coda kasi I tried game development. I want to try a game development job. You know, hindi pala, a game development a game mismo. So I really want to make a game, not gonna lie. I mostly self-taught myself modeling in Roblox Studio. So yeah, totoo. Mahirap mag-model. You need to learn Blender, you need to learn Maya, you need to learn 3D modeling software. You need to, if you want to animate, you need to like manually or automatically kung merong plugin available yung Roblox Studio, you definitely need to do that. But the fact is, mahirap gumawa ng game. As in, mahirap talaga na you have to do this kind of suffering, quote unquote. Sabi nga, diba, development hell. Learning curve is pain to learn, and LTG, there's a plugin I use to model, rig, and animate stuff in Roblox Studio. And even coding. Yeah, even coding in Lua is a pain. Yeah. Even coding in Lua is a pain in the arse. Not gonna lie. So, ramdam na ramdam ko yung pagkakaano ni Coda dito. Okay, tuloy tayo sa laro. Every time I make something, I feel better. Trust me, you don't want to go over there.
This is someone I really cared about.
It's fantastic.
And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create.
Kaya nga till 2011, baka ilang level na. Kaya nga.
For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this was the worst thing for me.
Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Any sacrifices are worth it 100% of the time. And
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time.
No?
I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
It will be saved by my word. There is no shame, no fear, no guilt. You could. You're free. Oh
But it
my
didn't
God.
stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new
7
game.
months. 7 months to make a game. The machine. Oh, what is this? Ma'am, glad you arrived safely. We captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quiet. Very good. Just be warned, someone called the press, so we might have a bit attention to this one. Also, one more thing that should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh my God, there's a lot of press that is, you know. Where's the machine? Where is the machine? What can you tell us? So
Oh my
basically,
God,
all of
we could
these
never-
yeah, this basically, ito yung mangyayari sa inyo when you have a really popular game. So kailan yung update? Kailan yung Kailan yung bagong release? Kailan yung kailan chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5? Kailan ganyan? So this will be happening. This will happen kung if you have a So basically, I think yung the beginner's guide is a beginner's guide to how to deal with this kinds of situation, I guess, when it comes to making a game, a really popular game. Give us answers. Give us this. Okay. What now?
And of course, it's the machine.
You stop. Your work is keeping us healthy. These people, kailan until then, Juju sa bukas. Nakita mo naman ba yung stream schedule natin bukas? Baka hindi tayo matutuloy ng Thursday ng stream kasi maghahanda na ako for Friends. It is only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no, what don't you dare na sabihin mo you will stop making games. Don't you dare. My friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to admit that it really hurt us. But it is not retorted. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy the machine.
What?
Wait, what?
No.
Wala tayo. Like, we will destroy the machine. And then, of course... Wait, why we have a gun now? Where is the machine? Where the hell is the
tell me.
machine?
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Oh! Wait, what? I will sure you are known forever. Is it what you're scared of? Exposed
So now
to
the
view
work
of
is
others?
becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him.
Too many
and that all he
indices
needs
of
to do
index
is
buffer.
just start showing his work to
Dala
people.
programmer. Wait lang. Nag-crash ang ating game. Nag-crash ang game natin, chat. Wait lang. Nag-crash yung game natin.
Oh no.
As in, nag-crash yung game natin. Wait lang. Nag-crash yung game natin, chat. Chapter select. Doon tayo sa machine. Nag-crash ang game natin for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Alam na natin to. Okay, Billy, go. Hello, Tenshi. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing? Ayan, yan. Kamusta? Wait lang we are going to, So basically, wag kang gagawa na like, you stop.
And of course, it's the machine.
Your work was keeping us healthy. It was only creations that we wait to. I've been so alone. Oy, hello Dachi! Welcome to the stream! Kamusta? If we are on tamang-tama, malapit na tayo matapos.
Okay, galing ko si Dachi.
Yeah. No, nothing? Okay, I apologize to the people of your behalf. My friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than the things we are. Let's show that we are not failures. Okay. We are actually... Okay, here we go. Hello, Anna. Here we go.
I feel like my heart is sinking.
Koda, I make sure that you are known forever. Isn't what you're scared of exposed to the view of others?
So now the work is
every day?
becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his game. It might get him out of isolation.
Pero walang feedback, as in, siya lang.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oh my god, they are basically destroying all of his creations. Oh my god, no. We are basically destroying all of the creations, chat.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Okay, we have the machine. Wait, what? Put down your weapon. Did you put down?
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with the thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend
No,
who
you
was
are
in
not
trouble
a good
and
person
was
on
unhappy
this.
and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I
What?
could give
How
him this
do you-
gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
What do you mean me?
When they told
You
me
being a
how
good
much they
friend?
enjoyed his games,
What do
it
you
was
mean you
the
being a
best
good
feeling.
friend?
It's the
You're
absolute best
basically
feeling. It made me feel
destroying
so
and
happy.
sabihin
So
natin it is a
beautifully,
private game,
beautifully
and then you want to, diba? You want to recollect it.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he
Dapat
just
kinausap
kind
niya na
of
lang yung friends
takes off
niya
for a while.
instead of showing.
So this
Yeah,
is
you know,
June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of
no.
Coda's.
A
This one's
private
called
link.
The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So
Oh,
let's
shit.
take a look.
So the last game that Coda ever made.
Oh.
Oh shit. Here we go, chat.
Oh my god,
The
I'm gonna
tower.
feel shit.
Here we go, chat.
Bakalit yung reaction ko ah.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world.
May tunog
It's a
ba?
very cold
May
game.
tunog ba, Ellie?
Yung alin?
Yung game, di ba? May tunog naman.
Oo, may tunog.
Ayan. I think we can, we can give back the reactive na. Wait lang, chat ah. We can give back the reactive na and the video shoot. Ayan. Back. So this is the last game Coda ever made.
Okay.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Ano ka nangyari sa kanya?
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We are here, chat. Going to the level right now.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just clean
As
the
you can
house
see,
forever.
chat, di ba nakita mo
I had to
yung-
cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
nakita
But
mo yung parang
that game
labyrinth.
had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
I don't know. Then we have another.
The only way
Parang
past
ano,
this
ayaw niya
challenge
pang-
is to
ayaw niya
randomly
pang-
guess the
mga
6-digit
tao.
code.
Ganun.
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to
ayaw
me
niya makipag-
because it's the
communicate
opposite
sa
of
tao.
everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay, 151 617. Okay. Bakit random ba yun? Parang hindi yata random yun. At TJ, the most psychological horror does is 3P that you made me watch. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, here we go, chat. A stairs that is going me somewhere. Here we go. Where are we?
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first two challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
Yeah.
And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Oh. Okay.
Was I a
So you
failure
can't
for not understanding this game?
Yeah.
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself,
You failed as a friend.
I don't know this person.
Yeah.
I have
He failed
no
as a-
idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so
I
many
know,
times to
right?
please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Oh my god, umiiyak na ako. Wait lang, chat.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him,
I can feel
that
my
if I
heart
could have
sinking
somehow made his
habang
work my
tumatawag
own, that I
tayo
would
stairs.
finally be once and for all happy.
Mga diwang.
It was that I
Parang it is
needed
like a
to see
labyrinth.
myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left.
Yeah.
And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Probably, my theory is that, you know, Coda has a great, pero probably ayaw nila ng feedback. Ayaw niya ng feedback. Gusto nila ng pagdating.
Where did I screw up?
There we are.
Aww.
Dear Davey, thank you
I'm
for
the reason
interest.
that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's
Oh,
because of what I
shit.
did. I
It's
poisoned
because
it
of
for
the-
you.
Oh shit, it is because of the feedback that the many developers, many playtesters, so basically it is like, you know, dito, it's basically like, you know, if you basically make the game famous, then of course you need to like probably ang nila is you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I think yung kay Coda is this the ending? Probably not. Sana hindi. It is sucks kung ganito yung ending. Dear
Yeah, it
Davey,
sucks.
not gonna lie, it sucks kung ganito yung ending. Eto lang. Yeah, ayun nga eh. Ito lang chat. Ito lang chat. Kung ganito lang talaga kasi alam niyo naman kapag if you make the say like popular and make famous, and then you know a lot of like press and a lot of like playtesters, a lot of audience like, ay gawin mo to, ganyan to. Parang yun yata yung na-feel ni Koda on this. Kasi siya yung
Na-pressure siya.
Davey do this in the first place para magkaroon ng feedback. And probably Koda doesn't want to have any feedback at all. Diba? Doesn't want any feedback at all. Na gusto lang talaga niyang gusto lang talagang gumawa ng games and that's it. Parang alayan deredeb. You know? It is like expectations that the people want to code to do better. Probably parang I expect more than this. Para yun yung sinasabi nila. Pero I think yung purpose nitong larong to is basically to diba? To start making games again from Koda, diba? Koda. Yeah, it sucks to just stop playing making games because you know someone hindering you on that. Diba? It sucks. Okay. Balik tayo. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need you to ask not to stick to me anymore.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Yeah, I know, right? I wonder at the times whether you think I'm making games for you. Okay, my light switch na muna. You've so infected my personal space. I said it already. I see? So, Koda don't want to, Koda doesn't want to, you know, make it public. Koda wants to like, you know, just code and basically games for fun.
The people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened.
Wait. So basically, okay, so Davey is like, ang ganda ng larong to. Pero hindi siya yung gumawa ng game. Probably. Yun yata yung parang pinapahiwatig niya.
Parang siya yung nakakuha ng ng credit.
Nakakuha ng credit sa lahat ng yun. Yun nga eh. Oh my God.
And cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Oh shit.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You'd so infected my personal space that it is possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere and hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop talking my games? I see. See? I already said it. Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? I already said it, chat. This is also my yan pa rin yung aking stance. I already said it. Yeah, basically plagiarism, yeah. Giving them something that isn't not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe.
Exactly. You go, girl.
Would you stop changing my game? Stop. Oh! So, hindi siya yung nag-add ng lamppost. Okay. So,
okay. So this is a liar.
Davey, si Davey actually add those lampposts, not Coda. Will you stop changing my name? Stop adding lampposts to then? Yeah. Suck.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Okay. Would you simply let them be what they are? Yeah. Yun nga yung sinasabi ko kanina is Coda doesn't want to have feedback. Coda doesn't want to have any feedback at all. Kasi gusto lang ng talagang gumawa ng games. It sucks to just quit because some people just push you to get through it, right? It really sucks.
Tapos, hear me out.
Oh,
Yung
Ellie.
kanina na yung perspective dun sa game wherein parang nakikipag-usap siya sa crowd, sa mga press.
Yeah.
Parang yung pinaportray niya talaga dun si Davey.
Hindi, Davey and the playtesters. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yun nga. Yun nga yun. Would you simply let them be what they are? When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it for you. I literally do not have it. Struggling comes with the new ideas is not making depressed. Wait lang. Struggling to come up with the new ideas is not making me depressed. And then the feedbacks want to change what Coda wants. It sucks to be that way. Yeah, yun nga eh. The games that are like they want to listen to people rather than yourself. Yun yung mahirap dun eh. Like, prepare yourself to not like your own game. Because a lot of playtesters will say, ayoko nito, gusto ko ganito, ganyan. It sucks to have this mechanic. Pwede mo i-nerf ba to? Pwede mo i-buff? Ganyan. It is also happening in like multiplayer games. Like for example, League. Valorant. Yun na talaga. Like, ipipilit talaga ng community kasi they don't want to, they hate it basically. They hate this mechanic or they hate this kind of things na they want to showcase it. Kaya talagang ang daming like in the gaming industry right now is somewhat on the gray area right now kasi alam mo na there's a lot of people that have been laid off. The people that are still in the company, they're still in Riot or for example Activision. Kasi they just want to have this amount of creativity, just a decent amount of creativity, pero iba yung nagagawa ng indie games. Like for example, Until Then. For example, yung mga indie games na heavily funded na, for example, Friday Night Pumpkin, mga That's Not My Neighbor, yung bago ngayon, yung Quarantine Zone, yung Papers, Please, napakadaming bagong indie games ngayon. And Hollow Knight, yan pa isa. Yeah, isa rin ang mga comms sa mga, isa rin ang communication sa cause ng games to die. And it sucks. It really, really sucks to have that. Not gonna lie. Okay, tuloy tayo. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make a peace with this string you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about,
Oh no.
don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean,
God, what the fuck
is something wrong with me?
What do you
Because
mean?
I
What
know
are
that
you
I did an
doing?
awful
You're
thing,
making
and I'm doing it
worse.
again right now. Like I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Oh my god. That was a very, very good... Wow.
Oh.
So basically... they be screwed up. Very, very... They be screwed up very, very... Talagang ano, like talagang... He screwed up so bad. Ang hirap nun, my god. Wait lang. I need a minute to compose myself. Oh my god. Ang hirap ng piece na yun. Kasi I know that Davey did the thing and screwed up and like regretted afterwards na yung nangyari kay Davey is basically
more love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Kaya wala talaga akong masabi. Oh my god. Wait lang. Ang ano talagang I know that it is ano pero sinabi na I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to have this kind of things that I've already did this, you know, na I regret it.
Solution.
Yeah, solution.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
Yeah.
He just likes making prisons.
Yeah, so yun na nga. Sana sinabi mo dapat na he was into mental illness, so please sabihin mo na
even now, the disease is telling me to stop, Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Yeah, you're definitely a fucking shitty person. Me, no.
Yeah.
You are a fucking shitty person. In yourself na good thing that you already said it. No. Ay, bahay ng lolo ko sa medyo ano muna. Darken, medyo serious.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Ang hirap laruin to dahil we know that how shitty his personality, pero
What
I know
now?
that, you know, he wants to reform himself and to fix anything that
I think I need to go.
he
And-
did.
I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
And so basically we are just backtracking what happened earlier, and we are on the desert now. What happened on these games, chat? Dito. We are in a sawmill, I guess. And the sawmill tuloy a grain hopper, I guess. Then we are back. Wait, why we are back? We are back in here. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh shit. Don't you dare na mamamatay tong character na to. Don't you dare. We don't have a choice eh. We don't have a choice. Kundi gawin talaga to as in. Okay, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready to do this?
Oh no.
Here we go. Wait. Oh, good thing na hindi tayo namatay. Wait, what now? Wait, wait. Whoa. What the hell? So basically, this is his situation, Koda situation or Davy's situation right now, chat. It is just on The maze. So basically, andito pa rin siya. So they want to, you know, kung paano niya may aahon yung sarili na sa sitwasyon na yun. And now what?
Turn back.
Okay, for R.
Turn back from this cave. You said
This project, oh, tapos na tayo.
I'm brave.
Oh my God.
Keep going.
Wow.
But the cave goes for miles
Wow, what an experience.
and miles and miles.
Not gonna lie, what an experience, chat.
And you're so tired, but I know that you're strong.
Walang masabi.
So turn back. Turn back.
Man. Oh dear. So that's it for the beginner's guide. Wow. Man. I already said it. What would I say, you know, during the playthrough, so hindi ko na uulitin, but you know how a shittier person, you know, Davey was, na sinabi na nga niya na wag na ngang i-publish yung game, pero sige pa rin, 'di ba? What a blast. Okay, Ellie, what are your reactions about this? What are your reactions about this?
Galit lang kay Davey. I don't care kung he's trying to make it better. For me, you're a very bad person. A very bad friend at that.
Yeah, yun na nga eh. Like, not gonna lie, it is a fucking plagiarism at the first place. Not gonna lie. It is somewhat fucked up. Yeah.
Dapat hiramdam na siya, hindi siya kinakausap ng friend niya.
Yeah, yun nga
Or
eh.
si coach. Mm-mm.
It is basically fucked up, not gonna lie. And firstly, Darken, you want to say something, Juju, you want to say something on this situation?
Ang pangalan ng director ng game, Davey.
I think so.
Sino ulit yung mga character mo?
Si Davey and si Koda. Davey is basically yung nag-publish nito. And then si Koda is yung pinapahalagahan yung yeah. It really sucks that humantong pa sa ganun. 'Di ba? Yun yung masasabi ko. Darken, ikaw naman. Ano masasabi nun?
Yung si Davey, like, meron talaga siyang pinosin itong work na to, like, making a game, and then if someone na bigla na lang talaga na alam mo, take the spot para lang na nakuha siyang credits gaya ng
yun nga eh, like you all take credits na maganda tong credit na to, parang pwede ko ilagay dito sa ano. Pero I think sa mga nakikita kong mga nakitang articles is like, it is like his mind, kung hindi nagkakamali, it's just his mind, pero hindi totoo to. Like ano lang, parang his imagination. Hindi siya talaga as in plagiarism. Kundi nagkakamali ah. It's just Davy's mind. Talagang ang hirap gumawa ng laro na not gonna lie, baka siya yung nasa lugar na yon na baligtad pala. Siya pala yung ninakawang ganun. Tapos hindi ko talaga alam kung ano yung ano eh. Hindi ko talaga alam kung ano yung parang specific na experience for that. Pero nga it is actually sucks na humantong pa sa ganun. Ikaw naman, Juju. Yan, si Juju, wala, medyo, Ikaw naman, Juju, what are your thoughts about, the beginner's guide? Next time, maglalaro pa tayo ng, ng mga ganitong games. Na talagang may magandang impact. Wait, type ko sa chat. Sige, go lang. Yun naman sa ito. Final thoughts about about the beginner's guide. It is a well-driven experience. Well-driven experience, well executed as well. Kasi nandun ka sa point na nandun tayo sa climax na you messed up real bad, and then yun na, ayaw na tuloy mag-stream ulit, mag-stream ulit ang game sa'yo, diba? It actually sucks na ang kumantong sa ganun. Yan, like yung mic mo medyo nagbi-feedback pa.
Ako?
Si Sam.
Sam, your mic.
Yan. So, ita-type lang ni Jojo yung sasabihin niya.
Sabi dito, wait lang. I searched up a bit of a background ng game. Sabi dito, the game, yung meaning behind the beginner's guide is, yung interpretation nito is that the game is a metaphor for Davy. For Davy's own success and attempts to move past his struggles, with Coda being a fictional developer created for the game. So Coda isn't actually true. Yung pinaportray dun sa game na yun, yung struggles yun ni Davy.
Yeah, so basically, yun nga, like when I played the Stanley Parable, I think na yun yung nasabi ko kagad. Na it is actually yun yung, kasi alam naman kapag Stanley Parable, 'di ba? Alam naman kapag Stanley Parable na I have set thoughts of my game. Sige. Alam mo pag Stanley Parable is somewhat a good experience. A good experience kasi it is not ending. Di ba? It is not ending. Yung Stanley Parable, walang ending yan. So, not gonna lie. Okay. Eto na. Here we go. All I can say to this game, it portrays two people that are friends that slowly turns into disaster. The story of a game developer that have gone to the stages of what game developers had gone through. Either if it's indie or a game company, which is definitely sucks. Yeah. I know, right? Not gonna lie, it is sucks to read that thing. All of a sudden, yun na lang talaga na alam mo naman na wala tayong magagawa dun. Wala tayong magagawa dun, pero I think it is like the torment of yung tina-torment ka lang talaga ng larong to na like why you regret playing this game again, Yun na talaga yung masasabi ko. So, any final thoughts? Any tao dito? Yun lang masasabi ko kasi nasabi ko na lahat kanina eh. So, yun lang talaga as in. So, Ellie, Dark, Sam, if you want to, yeah talaga, it will definitely happen in other, sa iba talaga yan, for sure. For sure yan. Any final, final say? Yung masabi ko? Wala na?
The
Kasi
game
nasabi
is
ko na
good. The game is good.
Yeah.
Actually, on the verge of crying kanina.
Yeah, I'm actually crying. Not gonna lie. Hindi lang talaga yung talaga as in na cry talaga. Like, I'm crying inside.
But right now, when I saw, or like when I clarified and searched through the background of the game, I'm starting to, parang not hate Davey because about naman sa kanya yung game eh.
Hindi naman siya about about na, na yun lang talaga like there's a vision lang talaga na gusto i-portray si Davey. Yun lang masabi ko. So,
I see.
I think that's it, no? That's it na tayo. So, thank you so much for watching the beginner's guide. Thank you so much for basically sticking out in here for this time. Pero I think we are now raiding. Ubebe-chan chat. So, yan, yung masabi ko. Hanggang at parang nagkakaraoke stream yata ngayon si Ubebe. So, if you want to go on to that stream, maraming salamat again for just to dito. Go in here. Thank you so much sa lahat na nandito. Juju, Ellie, Darken, Summer, and yan ang masabi ko. Pa-follow yung mga Twitch, TikTok nila. Juju is on TikTok. Ellie is also on TikTok. Darken is also on TikTok and Twitch. So, if you want to follow them, yeah, just follow them. We are raiding Ubebe-chan after this, so feel free to just make this world a better place, and don't do what Davey did, don't do what they did on the video, on this playthrough. So yun lang chat. Thank you so much for watching. As always, goodbye and have a good vibes. What?